Hello, welcome everybody to the morning chat room. Today we are talking all about goal setting. This actually brings up a conversation that we had recently about hesitating to set goals, why we hesitate, and I'm just expanding kind of on that discussion. But we have a great quote from Michael Jordan to talk about. I'm going to kind of go quicker than usual. As you may notice, I'm on the later end of when I'm usually live. So it'll probably just be a 15-minute stream, and we'll talk about goal setting and what I have planned to talk about today. If you guys have something you want to say, a different discussion point that you want to talk about, still feel free to come in, and appreciate hearing your perspectives or something you have to add to the conversation. I'd love to hear it. So I am going to do one simple stream to my page, so people who on my personal page can see me live. So give me 1 second, and then we'll get right started. So welcome everybody. Hello, 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 hello. If you're in here right now, if you don't mind just hitting the like button or commenting and saying hello so I can see who's in here. It's it's helpful to know who's in here, but it's also nice I can give you a formal hello and good morning. I hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday, and I hope you're ready to get started talking about goal setting. So thank you again, and let's get right to it. So from Michael Jordan, he says, I realized that if I was going to achieve anything in life, I had to be aggressive. I had to get out there and go for it. We've talked about Michael Jordan a few times in the past, and he's just such a great, inspiring example of, somebody who really stands out and did put in the work to get where he got to. And so, that's why, he not only has a bunch of great quotes, but he's such a great example. Kenneth, thank you. Hello, 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 good sir. I appreciate you for being here. Hope you had a nice day. And so like I said, this is really just expanding on our conversation from, I believe it was just a few days ago. And I actually brought it to one of my interviews that I did. I actually asked her, I was like, before we got in, we kind of had a, quick 5 minutes to talk about what we're going to talk about and prepare. Obviously, I had a lot of preparation on my end that I did beforehand, but talking with her, and I'm sure she researched me and spent time doing that, but we usually take 5 minutes, when I meet with the host and talk about what we're going to talk about, and if I have any questions for her, she has questions for me, or little things with the setup, because there are, little things that I'll need to know. So I brought it up to her, and the discussion that we had was why we hesitate to reach for goals. We may have them in mind, but why do we have so much hesitation to go after them? And so what I came up with, what I thought about was, the main reason I think is confidence. People don't have, the confidence in them to think that they can achieve that goal. So it's, why would I spend so much time? Why would I spend any money? Why would I, if I don't think I can really get there, why would I put in the work or the money to get there? So I think it's really a lack of self-confidence is the majority of it. And then I also said that there's the lack of the unknown. So, you don't know, you can tell by doing some research what smoking is going to do to you in, say, 60 years down the line, but nobody really thinks that far ahead. And so it is kind of an unknown. You smoke and say, it's not going to hurt me today if I smoke. It's not going to hurt me in a week, but it does add up. Just like, it does add up when you make good steps, small steps at a time. Those do add up as well. I mean, we don't get to see what it's going to be like unless we do decide to go that route and take those small steps. So that's where I get the I don't know if it's a fear of the unknown, but it's just the unknown in general, that we're not going to go after something if we don't know the value in pursuing that direction. So those are the two things I came up with, and Julie Ann, the host that I was talking to, she also brought up a good point. So, like I said before we started, I said, it'd be nice if we could have maybe an open discussion about this. Something that I notice, I listen to a ton of podcasts, and what I notice is there's never really an open discussion between the two people. A lot of times, the two people are, or maybe if there's more people than that, even they're in the same space, but they never really just have a nice open discussion about a certain topic. Sometimes they do, but not a lot of the health and fitness and those type of podcasts. Sometimes, obviously, some podcasts are based off of a open discussion, but I'm talking about people who are featured on as experts, while the hosts themselves are usually in the same space doing a similar thing. So you'd think it makes sense to have more of an open discussion. So I think that lacks. I also think people are kind of scared to go against what the host says and question the host. I think it's important to, if you have an opinion and you've seen evidence for the latter, there's not always one clear answer. It's not black and white. So I think it's good to get all sides, just like I want to hear your guys' perspectives on things. It's not just me talking up here saying, this is how it is. I want to hear your guys' perspectives on things because, people think differently and different people have different opinions and there's different evidence also for different things. So, yeah. So those are the things I try to, make a point of doing when I'm in podcasts to try and bring that, because I don't usually see that when I listen to or hear that, I should say, when I listen to podcasts. So, anyways, I went on about that. So I just asked her if she'd like to discuss, and I brought those 2 points up to her, and then during the interview, she said that there's the the fear of giving up a freedom that you have. So you're not going to pursue something if you think you're giving up a freedom that you have. If you like what you're doing, you're happy doing what you're doing, why would I give up this part of my life that makes me happy, that makes me feel free? And why am I listening to somebody tell me what to do? So the fear of giving up a freedom when deep in your mind that it's something that's good to do, but you just simply don't want to give it up, and maybe it's a addiction that you have or something like that. So definitely something to think about too. And if somebody in this chat, if you have anything that you want to add to that, a different perspective or a different point why somebody may not want to pursue a goal, why they decide to, or why they hesitate so much. And you may be thinking procrastination, but what I'm really trying to get at is why people procrastinate. Why we put off goals or why we decide never to pursue them because of whatever reason. So I'd love to hear, like I said, even if you're watching this after the fact, I will see your comments, whether you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. I will see your comments. I appreciate you for being here. Again, if you're watching this, it's a huge support to hit the like button or comment so I know that you're in here. Even if it's a simple hello, good morning, if you want to say something about goal setting, what we're talking about today, then please do. Anything about Michael Jordan, or if you simply want to say I like the quote, don't like the quote. Hope you're all having a good week so far. So I never really got into this quote here from Michael Jordan. I realized that if I was going to achieve anything in life, I had to be aggressive. I had to get out there and go for it. And that's absolutely the case. I think another quote, I may have used this before. Somebody I studied, Greg Nuckols, he said the loftier your goals, the more work you're going to have to put into those goals. And that's, it should equate to that. And 95% of the time we might get lucky here and there, but even little successes, it may be because one move you made, like say I were to get on a TV show, I might see a spike in books for a week, and then after that, it falls off. So yeah, it's great for a week. I might, make a tiny bit of extra money that week, or I shouldn't say a tiny bit, but a little extra money that week. But then, the next thing, I need to constantly keep working and create bigger, larger goals for myself and find kind of creative, smarter, and need to put in the work to figure out the best way to pursue those goals. And there's a lot to it, no matter what. So you really need to be passionate about what you're doing in order to achieve large goals in no matter what you're doing. So absolutely the case. And like I said, Michael Jordan is a great example of that. So yeah, I know I feel like I talk a little fast sometimes. I know I had a lot there and I just breezed right through it. I hope you got some value from the discussion, from talking about that. Anybody who hasn't heard me talk about goal setting before, I do have a YouTube video that's specifically, and I've got to categorize my YouTube videos, but because I do have a lot. Kenneth says imposter syndrome. Some tend to doubt themselves. Am I good enough? There are more people who are more qualified, better than me. Anxiety. It's so debilitating. Hey, I like that comment, Kenneth, and I agree with you. I think it falls under confidence, making sure you're doing what you can to build up your confidence. If you'd like me to dig into the tips I have for people to gain confidence, I can do that as well. So as you can see, as we've been talking more and more about goal setting on this live stream, it's really helped me develop tips for people to gain that confidence, and sharing my tips on goal setting that I've learned from various people. And I think it's important to dig into what we're digging today, why, the different reasons. And confidence, I think, is one of those reasons. So I think what you're saying falls under that. And I think that is the biggest thing. A lot of people just struggle finding that confidence in themselves to say that they have a goal, that large goal is something that they can achieve. They don't, look at people who have reached amazing heights and say, that could be me. And it's important to kind of equate yourself. So MJ is the ultimate alpha dog. He doesn't only want to win. He always wants to destroy obstacles and opponents. Yeah, I mean that's the best way to be competitive, is to look at all your opponents and to say, it's not, well, it a lot of times too, it's really just a battle of, with yourself and figuring out how you can one up your opponents and really take it to the next level. And yeah, Michael Jordan definitely did that. Yeah. So thank you for adding that, Kenneth. And yeah, he and it's important too to these are it's tough to say, but these are just people. Like, you can reach that level. It's very I was listening into, I follow some other streamers that are on this platform, um, and there were a few that I know that had, and it was a open conversation with Mark Zuckerberg yesterday, and he was talking directly to one of my friends who's a lower end streamer, as well as a couple higher level streamers, but there really only is three streamers and then three people from Facebook, including Mark. And to be able to talk to him openly, and that transparency, and the way, Michael Jordan is so transparent. If you've ever seen an interview with him, a discussion with him, he'll tell you everything, and he's very open about it. And you can really see that it's just a person, and that if you put in the work to get there, the amazing things that you're able to achieve. So very cool perspective to have when looking at people like the greats like Michael Jordan. So anyways, I think I covered everything that I want to cover. I know I usually have a question of the day. My question of the day was if you guys had anything to add to that, reasons why people hesitate on reaching their goals if they have lofty goals. Yeah, for what I'm grateful for today, and I encourage everybody to think of someone, something that you feel grateful for today. And mine is simply we've had some nice cool weather lately. It's a nice break from the heat. You know, it was summer hit us quick, and now we're back in the cool weather where we can wear a sweatshirt. So it's nice to have that break. It's not heat was quite a bit. The house was hot for a while. So, like I said, I encourage you guys to think of someone, something. It doesn't have to be something crazy, but you know, obviously, it's important to think of someone if there's somebody that sticks out that you feel grateful for today. I just, you know, always try to keep it, you know, a little something different every day, so I don't, you know, say the same people over and over and over. So, yes. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you got some value out of the discussion. iTrooper, I'm not gonna buy followers. It's not gonna happen. I don't know why people try to market by doing stuff like this. You realize you are never going to, you know, really get customers that way. I apologize. I'm not gonna buy followers. I'm not. Anyways, everybody have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the discussion. Even you, iTrooper, thank you for coming in and being one of those viewers for a quick second. I appreciate you. But yeah, please, please no spam. Anyways, thank you all. I appreciate you, Taylor. Thank you for coming in with the link. Appreciate you. And yeah, everybody have a great day and just go crush it today. See. I usually pull up my music beforehand. I don't have it. Here we go. All right. I'll see you guys.